Okay, so we have the exchange, we have investors, but we don't have technology. We don't have the big board. We don't have the system of selling air, puffs of smoke. So, under the leadership of Franklin Raines, they find the technology. Now, Franklin Raines is at Fannie Mae. Do you remember Fannie Mae? Fannie Mae is currently one of the bad guys that everybody's saying, wait a minute, why is Goldman Sachs just being hung out to dry? Why isn't Freddie or Fannie? Fannie Mae is the mortgage industry that has bundled up mortgages like crazy and created a lot of the problems that we have. In fact, Franklin Raines, really bad dude. Franklin Raines, you might remember him from the Clinton administration. So we have some ties to Clinton now. Clinton administration, he ran the Office of Management for the Budget. He's now running Fannie Mae for 5 years. In that 5-year period, Franklin Raines, your tax dollars, makes $90 million. In a 5-year period, $90 million. His take. He's also the guy, you might remember the stories, he inflated the earnings of Fannie so he could get those bonuses. Well, it went to court and everything else, and he had to pay. How much did he have to pay back? None of which I think he actually paid back. But they sure slapped him on the hands. Well, while he's at Fannie Mae, somebody comes to his attention that has technology, a patent. It hasn't received its patent yet, but it's going to, gosh darn it. As soon as the Democrats are elected, in fact, this technology receives its patent the day after, in 2006, the very next day that Congress was taken over by the Democrats. What a weird coincidence, I'm sure that's all it is. So, he finds this technology and he buys it. The people at Fannie Mae say, why are we buying this? We're for mortgages. We're for homes. He says, no. So, step number 3, technology. We have the exchange. We have our investors. We have the technology. Now we need the law. Well, the law is cap and trade. Step 4, the law is cap and trade. Remember when cap and trade was going to happen right away? It was going to happen as soon as we got past health care. Cap and trade is happening, and then now immigration. So we don't have the law. Well, you know what? Let's just dig in, and let's do the 5th step. Cover. We have Franklin Raines, as soon as he leaves disgraced from Fannie, he comes over here, and he works for a company called Enterprise. Enterprise is, I'm sure it's fine. I mean, the same crooked people who have contributed to the financial meltdown, Goldman, Fannie, socialists, and out-and-out crooks, are actually trying now to fix the economy and the environment. And it's great. It's the biggest heist in American history. Now, here's their mission statement for Enterprise: to see that all people have an opportunity for fit and affordable housing. Well, that sounds great, doesn't it? I mean, I don't know anything about Enterprise other than, you know, they've partnered with Acorn. Okay, I know that. And they have a guy on their board of trustees that doesn't understand the root of the word trustee. But I'll give the Enterprise community partners the benefit of the doubt. I'm sure they're legitimate. You know what? Do you ever watch The Sopranos? Okay. Bada bing. Bada bing. Strip club. Totally on the up and up. It's a good, legitimate strip club. Okay. Tony Soprano's hanging around the offices all night, you know, running the garbage business or whatever in the back. But bada bing, that's still an up and up, classy strip club. And I'm willing to say that Enterprise is nothing to do with that. So the disgrace Franklin Raines is sitting around in the back of Enterprise, you know, watching women dance, and he says, hey, I've got an idea. Let's call our friends at the Joyce Foundation. So Franklin Raines asks Enterprise to ask the Joyce Foundation for some cash. What was the pitch? I mean, I'm just guessing, but hey guys, we got an idea. We want to start another progressive group. Well, before you know it, they have hundreds of millions of dollars being stuffed dollar by dollar into their G-strings. Joyce agrees, and the Emerald Cities Collaborative is born through the Livable Cities Initiative. Oh, Livable Cities Initiative. This is going to get good, isn't it? Here's the great part. Emerald Cities. Who are Emerald Cities? Emerald Cities is a group all about making our cities green. And the Emerald board members, oh, they're great. SCIU, AFL-CIO, Green for All, Van Jones program. And let's follow the yellow brick road all the way to peek behind the curtain, and we find the wizard. The wizard of not just Crime Inc., the whole damn thing. Joel Rogers, he's the latest. We may find several layers behind him, but he is an interesting character. He started the Apollo Alliance that wrote our stimulus bill. Van Jones said, this is the guy responsible for all of the policy models at the White House. We get those facts directly to the wizard. Find out what this whole green movement is about. Let's get the facts from him. The environment and the green movement from the wizard himself.
That you could eliminate every power plant in America today, and you could stop every car in America. Take out the entire power generation sector, take out all of the transportation sector, and you still wouldn't be anywhere near 80% below 1990 levels. You'd be closer to 60%. You'd be around 68%. And that's bringing the economy to a complete halt, basically.
Then why are we saying that's what we should do? Tonight, Crime Inc., the next chapter, why you should care. A myriad of ways this is going to affect you. First, corruption. Ask yourself this question: can you afford bribes to do business? So that's the first question on Crime Inc. as we go over this in the next few days, in the next coming weeks, and months and months and months to my dying breath. Ask yourself, can you afford the bribes? Can your business owner, the person that employs you, can they afford the bribes to do business? The second is math. Can you afford the gasoline? Let's just do the math on the oil spills. By some estimates, it's going to cause gas prices to hit $5 a gallon, just this oil spill. Again, the premise is, why does Crime Inc. matter to you? Well, let's keep going. If cap and trade goes through, these guys get incredibly rich. Al Gore, incredibly rich, but he's going to give every dime to, I'm going to put it in this pocket, and then I'm going to find where I'm. Then Goldman Sachs, they make a lot of money. All the rest of these rich and powerful, progressive, Green for All, Van Jones, AFL-CIO, SCIU, Fannie, oh, it's great. This cap and trade scheme, you just heard his own words. Who gets rich? Cisco and GE. They get rich. Do you ever wonder why there's Green Week every other week on NBC? Do you ever wonder why NBC is such a shill for this White House? President Obama and anybody who falls in line with him will get more control and more power over business and whatever else they decide to gobble up. But where are you? Well, you were kind of mentioned in the beginning. Your energy prices will necessarily skyrocket. Your monthly gas bill, it will necessarily skyrocket. How do you get to work? How do you buy groceries? You think groceries are going to stay the same price? Of course not. Where do you get to grow? Little ferries don't deliver the Cocoa Puffs to the store. Truckers do. So how much do the truckers have to spend on gasoline when we're talking $5 to $10 gasoline? Think of $10 a gallon gasoline for just a second. If your car has 15 gallons, $150, $150 to fill up your tank. One tank a week, you're now paying $600 a month on gas. Gee, what happens? What happens then? Well, you probably have to take mass transportation, which, hey, they're all for that. Maybe even move in closer to the city, which, gee, they're for that as well. Where do I sign up? Sounds H-O-T. No, it does. En fuego. So is your head spinning yet? Wait until you hear who's on the board of directors at the Chicago Climate Exchange. Oh, you're going to love him. Next.